5 reasons why I will continue to buy the Wish stock. Stay tuned. You really don't want to miss this one. 5 reasons. 5. Guys, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing my top 5 reasons why I will continue to buy Wish stock, okay? As I'm doing more DD on this company, and as I've been doing DD, it's more and more convincing to me that I am just gonna keep buying more and more stock as if the price continues to go down. The information I'm going to share with you today is 5 top reasons why it's making my decision easier, and maybe it can help you out as well, okay? Remember guys, this is not financial advice. This is just information that I'm using for myself and information that I like to share with you guys, okay? With that guys, if you haven't seen our videos before or you're not following us, make sure you do follow us on Twitter at InvestingOG. Make sure also, if you find any of this information informative, to like and subscribe to the channel so that way other people like you can see this information and have it be useful for them as well. Make sure to hit that like button. It just really helps us out a lot, okay? With that guys, I want to get started on this video. I'm not going to make it too long, but I'm going to hit key points on why I will continue to buy this stock, okay? I'm going to start at the top, okay? I run a business. I have my own business, and whenever I buy stock in a company or I'm thinking of buying, I want to see management. I want to see how it's doing, where they come from, what's their background. And in this case, I'm going to mention Peter Szozilski. I hope I'm getting that right, okay? Peter Szozilski, this guy right here. He's the CEO, founder of Wish. Now, what makes this so special and what has convinced me to keep buying more stock? Well, I want to get into it a little bit, okay? I posted up something on Twitter a few days ago, okay? It was very good information on his background, okay? I'm going to go through it with you now. The computer science grad joined Google, where he helped build a software that helps advertisers target people's searches. So he is a computer engineer. He used to work for Google. I think he was working for Airbnb as well for some time until he decided to go on his own. Why is this important? Well, Google happens to be the #1 platform search-wise, and their algorithms are very, very good. So whenever I see this and I see that Peter, the CEO of Wish, is in a company like Wish where they're doing very similar to what Google does, because they're looking to match you up with items in your searches. They're kind of trying to solve the, when you get you're scrolling or searching through stuff online, and then all of a sudden you get a picture of something that you searched. Well, that's what they're specifically looking for, and that was his specific job with Google. Let me continue here, and I'll sum this up on why this is so important. He quit Google in 2009 to start his own software company, Context Logic, which looked at a person's browsing to predict their interest. That gives you a huge clue of why he started a company like Wish, and why when you go on Wish you get bombarded afterwards with similar items that pertain to a search that you were doing. And you can see that in different companies as well. You can see it on eBay, you can see it on a whole lot of different companies. But this is his expertise. This is what he brings to the table. He's a computer engineer, guys, which is crucial in this field, in this sector. Whenever I put together a company that I say, you know what, this is a company I want to invest in, I want to look at who the person on top is. Because in this case, in this particular case, he is somebody that's going to make the final decision on the outcome of what they're planning to do. And in this case, he's has a very, very good background, because he used to work for Google. So I'm sure that along the way he caught a lot of information, and his expertise is pretty good for this specific job. With that, guys, I'm going to step into the #2 reason on why I keep buying this stock. The #2 reason why I keep buying Wish stock is, aside from retail investors being invested in this company, I like to look at institutions and who's invested, who puts their money where their mouth is. It's not just retail on this particular stock. There's been a lot of people that say this is a meme stock, and it kind of has turned into that, and maybe it will turn into that. But aside from the meme stock and the meme label, I just want to mention that this company is actually owned by a lot of institutions, and their percentage here, if you go to Fintel, their percentage of ownership, institutional shares, is about 50%, guys. 50%. And one of the big owners in institutions is BlackRock in this company. And BlackRock, for those of you guys that don't know, it's one of the it is the biggest institutional investment company out there. So for them to put their money on this company at an average price, because for institutions, they were led onto this before retail ever got onto this. These institutions were able to purchase this stock at an average price of $17. So if we look at the price today, we're talking about a $11.70 price right now in the market. So you're getting already a huge discount on what the big institutions were getting when they were buying millions of shares. Okay, guys? So that's my number 2 reason on why I continue to buy this stock. My third reason why I continue to buy this stock is because of the e-commerce sector that it is in, okay? The e-commerce sector is set and projected to continue to grow in the years to come, okay? I'm gonna show you a graph here. Global e-commerce retail will hit 4.9 trillion by 2021, guys. That means ever since 2014, where global e-commerce was back here, look, 1.3 million. Look at the steady growth on this. And look at just the steady growth. And I'm telling you what, guys, as more countries and more, just the development of the internet, this number right here, and as people just become used to the fact that buying online is much easier than going to store, waiting in line, having to wait for parking, having to do all that stuff and lose all that time, more and more people are finding out that I can order something on Wish, I can order something on Amazon, wherever you want to order it from. If you don't like it, you could always return it back, guys. And that to me is something very important, because this is a growing sector. It's not something like oil, where in 5-10 years from now the decline of oil is going to continue, because obviously we get these electrical vehicles, we get all this tech that is jumping in and turning oil basically is going to go not extinct, because it's always going to be used, but the use of it is going to go very low in comparison to where it's at right now. So this sector right here is very important. Now, another reason that I put the growth in this sector together with Wish and what they're doing is that not only is the growth growing, but I want to mention something very important. It says here, there was a study done a few years back that says 71% of the world's population remains low income or poor, living off of $10 or less a day. Okay? This was a study that was done a few years back. Now, if you take the 71%, and remember, e-commerce is a world thing. It's not just a local thing, it's a world thing. So if you take 71% of the population as being low income or poor, then guess what, guys? Their market for Wish is a huge market, because obviously not everybody can afford those $300 pair of pants. Not everybody can afford that. So if there's a larger percentage of people that need to be looking at the $20 pair of pants, the $10 pair of pants, then obviously Wish is going to have a huge market, guys. Now, let's go into reason number 4 on why I will continue to buy this stock. The revenue, guys. If we look at this spreadsheet here, revenue for Wish, projected revenue for the year 2021, I threw this out on Twitter, is that the projected revenue here is 3.2 billion, guys, for 2021, with the cap to rev ratio of only 2.5, guys. If we look at the next couple of companies, we have Shopify here at 3.8 billion, and we have Etsy here at 2.36 billion. The numbers are looking great, guys, for Wish. Okay, now we're talking about world exposure, we're talking about world sales. We're not just talking about the US, okay? We're not just talking about the US, but these numbers, if they continue to grow on this trajectory, you can expect Wish to continue, their price is just going to continue to soar. And I think that's very important for the company, okay? Last reason, guys, reason number 5 on why I will continue to buy this stock, okay? I want to show you the chart, guys. I think this stock is undervalued, okay? I think it's extremely undervalued, and the potential for the return is very good, guys. So I'm going to go back to this chart. Currently, we're right around here at the 1165 level. I made these lines kind of as support lines here, right? So we had a resistance here where we couldn't get past back last week at $15. We ended up retracing back to the 1165, which is right around the area we closed at on Friday, okay? And I want to show you that not too long ago we were way down here at 752. Now I want you to remember 752 was the bottom for this stock ever since it IPO'd at about 24 bucks. But 752, I think at the time, that's when Webull was at 16 bucks. That's when all these stocks, these growth tech stocks were, you know, just at the bottom of the barrel. I think it's going to be pretty hard for Wish to get back at that level. I really find it hard to see it under 10 bucks. I think it's going to have a little jump here. But if it does, I'm expecting, these are my support levels, and I'm expecting to purchase at each time. I put out a tweet as well that at my next support level, if it reached, was right around 10 something, okay? And this support level right here is right around 1018, and then we have a further support down if in case it goes down to 917, guys. And these areas here are great areas to either start a position or add to your position. Obviously, if it goes below nine bucks, it might hit 7, it might go lower. You cannot predict this, and you cannot say exactly what's gonna happen. The market will make these predictions for us, okay? The market will do what it's got to do. All I'm doing is trying to accumulate as many shares as I possibly can while it goes lower, okay? My potential return on this company is short term. This year, I think it can hit $20. Now, if we go to the chart once again, not too long ago, guys, back in January, right here, this number right here, 32 bucks. Back in January, 32.85. You have great potential here, guys, to make really, really good money. Right now, currently sitting on 6,000 shares of this stock. I'm planning to get it to 10, and if it goes further down, I plan to double my position to 20,000 shares, okay, guys? My plans, like I made a video before, is to accumulate as many shares and end up selling covered calls, making those nice premiums, nice returns later on, okay? With that, guys, if you found any of this information informative, please like and subscribe to the channel. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.